Hello, hello, everyone. I have Tyler. Tyler, talk to us, please. Tyler took the Day Trading for Profits course. He's still involved in the process, but he's going to walk us through the process as well as his experience. Tell him how long you've been trading.
Hello. I've been trading for about 3 years or so, and mostly just trading options trading and option spreads. And by the last, was it half a year to 3/4 of a year, I wanted to change it and get some information on technical analysis and candlestick analysis and learn how to day trade. So I took your guys' course, um, and so far, like I find like since I've taken it, I understand on finding the entry points a lot better and on trying to figure out when the reversals are happening or certain stuff like that. Like before, I would never look for any of that, never. So it was just more or less just oh the stock's dropping. Okay, maybe I'll put a spread in like an option spread there to short it, but nothing like what I'm doing now with buying and selling shares. But yeah, I find it's definitely helped lots.
Yeah, I was earlier on, I was telling Tyler that although we're trading the shares, you can also utilize the options to day trade as well. Some people do that. We do it occasionally. We're not heavily involved day trading options only because we've been spoiled. Spoiled in a sense that when you're trading shares for so long, it's so much easier to hit buy and sell button and you're in the position. Whereas the option, you got to take the additional step. For example, our platform, although is much easier than, let's say, the Thinkorswim selecting and getting in your options, you still have to select the expiration date. You still have to select your strike price. By the time you do all that, that trade could just be gone. And I was explaining to him that's one of the reasons why we default to shares so often, because it's just like, oh, this is about to break down. Let's just get in. So we just hit enter or whatever, or limit order and capitalize that way. But through the methods you learn and basically how to read an actual chart is going to be beneficial for you to actually trade options as well. So it works hand in hand. It's no different. It's all about the technicals on the actual chart.
Hmm. For sure. Like you said, like it does take time to get into the option chain to find out a spread to pick. And like you said, you do miss the move if you're trading like that. But like I said before, I would never really look for certain reversals or nothing like that. Like way different before.
Right. How's your goals in terms of have you been able to hit your goals? I know I had you kind of backstep a little bit because you was doing well in the process once we got to simulation, once you got to live. Had a little hiccup, so I had you pedal back a little bit. How did that experience go to where you are currently?
I found the last month since I've been training live, like it's been totally different for sure. Like I've noticed the reversals a lot more, and actually being able to execute on them. Um, before, like I guess when over a month ago, I wasn't really looking for that. I was just kind of like I'd see where the levels it would break below the level or whatever, and like I wouldn't really wait for any kind of reversals. But I guess this month, like right now, I'd say like I have like $100 stop loss for the day, and if I break, you know, worse than that, okay, I'm done. I close my computer. Like I just try and not sweat it, right? Like because
Right? Discipline?
it gets in my head, right? Like
Correct.
it can get in anybody's head there when you start to lose more than you anticipate. But I'm up right now on the month, which is great, but it's not extreme. It's only 500-600 bucks, but
Hmm.
like it's more than what I've seen before. Like it's not before it was so up and down every day. Oh, you're up a couple hundred. Next day, oh, there it all goes. Like
Right.
at least now I'm glad that I limit myself to a daily loss, and obviously like I'd hope my daily gain is more than that. Like try to 2 to 1 or whatever if I can,
Right.
200 on my day if I can. But it's all still small, right? Like I'm not shooting for the fence, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's all relative too, because the goal is once you define a daily loss, which we encourage everyone to do.
Hmm.
We have a daily loss. I have a daily loss as well. It might be a little bit more than yours, but I know that is there. So it's either a daily loss, and then I'll also have the amount of trays I'm willing to take. I try to limit myself to no more than four. Usually three is the sweet spot, but I find like, let's say you make your goal in one trade, I generally chill out, lower my share size if I feel the need to, you know what, this trade also looks good. Let me trade this as well. But at least my share size is lower. Therefore, if I'm wrong, it's not going to affect what I already made. That's
Hmm.
extremely important. So, having that daily stop loss is good. And also limiting yourself so you're not over trading is even better, because you know over trading is kind of the worst thing for traders. It's not about more, more, more. It's more so is like hitting and achieving your goals and then logging off.
Yeah. Like even a couple weeks ago, I sent you some of my day trades, and I think there was one day it was 5 trades, and I was just like, holy man,
Yeah.
like that's so many. Like it's too much for me, you know.
Yeah.
Like I realized, like, oh, okay, like calm down there, and even the last couple days, only 1 or 2 trades, and it seems like it's great. Like,
That's the sweet spot. Yes. I
yeah.
noticed that. I'm like, when you sent, I was like, yes, send another one. Let me see how you do the next day. And when you hit your goal, I'm like, he gets it.
Mhm. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's definitely much better when I was on the days I only did 1 or 2 trades for sure. I,
Because generally is all about the setup too. Because when you think about day trading, you have to really understand the market structure, the timing, when moves happen, when moves consolidate, and if the stock even decides to give you anything for the rest of the day. And most traders do not really put that into thought. They
Mhm.
just trade, and not really necessarily waiting for that setup. So that's one thing we try to shine light on through the course, especially through the live trades that we do present. We always want to make sure that, hey, watch the time, look at the
Mhm.
time, look when this reverses, look when this occurs, etc. Put
Yeah, just like
emphasis on that.
yeah, just like when you guys always used to say there's reversals constantly at that time, eh? Like I remember a couple trades I tried shorting into a couple minutes, and then it bounced opposite way, and it's like, oh, there it goes. They told me about it, but yeah. Um,
Definitely.
I find what I'm struggling with right now is like I work on night shift right now, and I wake up at noon most days. So when I want to try and trade during my say noon to 4 o'clock or so,
Hmm.
I find it's definitely different. Like trying to find like reversals, and it's not the same as trading first thing at 9 o'clock in the morning. Like the
It's
charts totally different.
it's completely different. It's completely different.
Like same with
And
momentum. Like momentum opening out of the gate, like momentum's there. Like it's very pushy. Like it fluctuates really quick, and during the afternoon, it's really slow almost.
it's very slow. Volume dries up. 12 to 1, you have to think about those institutional traders. They're enjoying their lunch.
Hmm.
They're not around right now. They could care. They got the algos in place, working back and forth, barely moving, and you're just sitting there watching paint dry.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's one of the reasons why we're like we can't even sit and entertain the markets, because it's really nothing. But yeah, I'm gonna help you in terms of finding a method for afternoon time, because there's something you can do.
Yeah,
There's
that'd be
something you
great
can
because
definitely do.
it's definitely slow for because like I said, I work half my year and half the time I'm night shift, so I I can't trade at 9 in the morning.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, it's great though. Like I definitely enjoy my days on my days off to go and trade the market on my days off from work. That's it's exciting for sure.
Good, good, good. Any last closing words?
Nope. I think I've said it all.
Awesome. All right. Thank you. Appreciate the time you took to go ahead and provide a honest testimonial. That's great. And looking forward to your continued success as you continue to uh, trade, really study the markets, understand the charts in order to get the results you wish.
Mhm. Thank you.